Hello folks, Hot Rod Rodney 25 coming back with another video. This is going to be a mail call part 1. I'm going to do this in 2 different parts because there's a lot to cover. First of all, this is from a fellow YouTuber down in Virginia. You all probably know him. Sovereign 207 James. He sold me some stuff that he was interested in getting rid of, or that he wanted to get rid of and couldn't find a buyer, and I needed some stuff for my layout. So here we go, let's get on with it. We've got some loose parts in the box, people, signs. There's a telephone pole. There's a bag of telephone poles and signs and signals, fake signals, and different stuff in there, which will help me out, if someplace where I don't want lit up signals to be wired up. There's a few different parts in there that might go to buildings and plastic cars. I can always use these because I have some auto carriers, the old auto carriers, not the auto racks like Afrin and all them make now. Talking about the open auto carriers, and I need cars for one of them, because I bought the auto carriers off of eBay and they did not come with cars. So that's what a bunch of these cars will be cleaned up and put on some of those auto racks, and probably some of them at a dealership where the train can pull in and unload, or into the transportation trailers, tractor trailers, that the car carriers. But anyway, moving on, we've got a doctor's office, that yellow building there. We've got a barber shop. We've got a water tower for a locomotive. Yard tower or switch tower. I recognize this real well because I've got about 2 or 3 of those, I think, to build of my own. I know that's an Atlas, I'm pretty sure. It's like a yard tower, switch tower type building. There's pieces to a factory. Here's little shanty sheds, side, like a little speedster or cart type shed. Here's a house. Here's a passenger station, or waiting dock for passengers. You could probably use it for a bus or a train or taxis or anything like that. If you use your imagination, anything is possible. This is a wooden country craft building. It has tickets on it. It's wood, strong wood, so that can go somewhere on the layout, maybe. Here's a freight station. I've got 1 or 2 of those of my own, which is fine. I can scratch or kit bash a lot of this, guys, or just use the fronts along a wall or something for a background set of buildings. I haven't been through a lot of this stuff down in here, so bear with me if I'm moving the camera off of the stuff. Got a couple, they're either Bachman or Tyco or Lifelike, or one of those brands. They're the crossings where the train goes over, pushes down on the metal piece, and it contacts the little plastic gears underneath. I got 2 of those in here, and they come in handy when you want, you know, just a siding or something for crossing gates to go down, guys. I mean, I know they're probably cheap to some people, but to me, you know, it means a lot to get a lot of this stuff, because when you're on a low budget to no budget, and you're DC, an old school DC guy, you know, you get what you can get. So anyway, here's some kind of signal bridge that's not assembled, that actually you could probably put LEDs in, because they've got the holes out of them. They got the lenses probably in there, the red and yellow and green lenses, but I might consider putting LEDs in there, lighting them up. I don't know. That's a future project down the line, way down the road. So I'm far from putting any of this stuff up yet. But anyway, here's some trussels. Some kind of trussels. I don't know if they're possibly to a racetrack, or if they actually go to they go to some kind of track. It's a trussel set. Here's some more of them. Here's part of a girder bridge. Looks like some signs, plastic signs. There's the larger parts of the trussels, and there's some buildings, parts of buildings. Here's top part of a house. I think it's like a colonial house kit or something. I don't know if I have that one or not. I know my dad does in the bigger scale. I know it's Bachman because they make the same thing in the N, HO, and O gauge. So you can have, you know, all 3 scales if you're into all 3 scales of the same thing. And N scale buildings, guys, is good for up on the mountain and different places. On an HO layout, it makes it look further away. Or even a Z scale building. Same way if HO or N on an O gauge layout. But anyway, here's like a general store type building. The front end, the front part of it fell out. I caved it in and it fell out. The glue just came loose, I think, from the humidity. But it's a general store. If I can get it to focus right there. It's an old general store. But anyway, I got this stuff from James down Virginia. I think I showed you some signs. There's some more. There's all kinds of buildings in here. I'm not going to dig through them right now, but here's part of that house I was showing you. I don't know if it goes to that one or not, but it's the same piece. So there might be 2 different ones in here or something. But anyway, another cattle ramp that's missing some of the fence. No big deal. I can still use it on something. Part of a barn. Like I said, the parts are probably all in here. He left me know that the parts was, you know, in there. It was just stored like this, you know, because he had to clean up because he's going through a divorce and different stuff. So anyway, here's some more parts. Down in there's the, like, I don't know if they might be the Atlas. I think they're the Atlas trussels right there. Some more signs. Church. 2 churches. Here's the other part of the house, like the other one. But yeah, I haven't really dug through it and, you know, separated anything to find out what I got and what I don't got. So anyway, up here, he also gave me, I think I skipped over them. There's a few pieces of track. There's a piece of curve and a couple small pieces of straight and a little bigger piece of straight. They're like the 6 and 3-inch pieces of straight. Sanitation truck. See if I can zoom in. Sanitation truck. Pico curve switches. And I know they're Pico, even though I know it says that on the bottom, but I can tell that they're Pico because they're the ones that you can push back and forth. They'll stay, so they'll come in useful. This one switch is broke, but I can put it on a siding, make it look like it's a Bandit switch. There's a couple Y switches which will come in useful on my layout. He probably used under the table Atlas switch machines or Tortoise switch machines or something in that along those lines, because the piece over here is cut out. No big deal. They're usable. They can be put on sidings and a Bandit. Here's another one. This is like a number 6, I think is what they consider that one, because it's a long one. This one I think is a number, let me see if I can get it in here on camera. Can't tell, but I'm going to say it might be a number 8. No, I'm wrong. It's a number 6, left hand. It's one of the long dudes. So this other one's like a number 4 that I showed you. I guess I should have knew that because that's the numbers I use. This is the number 4. I'm sorry, guys. I should have knew that just by looking at it. But that's the number 4. That's number 6, that long one. And here's another number 4. They can be used. I can rig them. Use them for parts. Because some of them's broke. They got the rod or the plastic piece took off of them. But I can rig them up and use them. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for part 1 of this mail call. Part 2 will consist of 3 other purchases from 3 different other people that I purchased from. And they mostly came in all the same week. But until part 2, this is Hot Rod Rodney 25 saying thank you. To the next video. Like, share, subscribe, comment in the section down below. Ring the bell for notifications of new videos. And Hot Rod Rodney 25 out.